Absolute Jest is a work that celebrates a fascination and obsession of mine, which is the string quartet music of Beethoven. I've taken some very small fragments from the late works of Beethoven, particularly the string quartets, Opus 131, and the Grosse Fuge, and the last quartet, Opus 135. And I've taken them really tiny fragments and sort of put them into a hall of mirrors, made what's probably the world's largest and most manic scherzo out of them, and scored it for the rather unusual combination of solo string quartet and orchestra. Now, I call the piece Absolute Jest because the term jest, it's a wonderful idea. It isn't just a joke, and we love the fact that scherzo can mean a jest or a joke. But it also, in the Latin terminology, it also means invention. And I think that what stimulated me about making this piece was taking the Beethoven material, which is so full of energy and so full of life and vivid character, and putting it into my own musical language. I got the idea for doing Absolute Jest from hearing a performance of Stravinsky's Pulcinella. Now, Stravinsky took the music of Pergolesi and other Baroque Neapolitan composers, and he took these very simple, very familiar melodies and put them through his own DNA. They went through the Stravinsky machine and came out still identifiable in their original form, but with the flavor and the character of Stravinsky's music. I wanted to do the same thing with these late Beethoven fragments, only to put them through, as it were, a John Adams machine. So you'll hear these familiar little tattoos from Beethoven. Maybe some you know, maybe some you don't know. And they appear and disappear. They get stretched. I turn them upside down. I pile one on top of another, and create a very dynamic dialogue between the solo string quartet and the orchestra.